Welcome to the rent report for November 2018. With Christmas now only 6 weeks away, we find ourselves wondering what happened to 2018, as it certainly snuck up on us this year. Tenant inquiry has slowed during October, with our vacancy rates just lifting slightly back up above 1%. But we are, however, now starting to see inquiry from southern tenants who intend to relocate to Cairns in the new year. And this will only add to the demand upon already low levels of supply. And I think that this will push our rates downwards as we draw closer to Christmas. The amount of southern demand expected is unknown at this stage, but it's certainly going to be an interesting couple of months as we get to see whether the expectations around job opportunities in the region are being delivered upon. I thought I might share with you some interesting statistics which were released by the Residential Tenancies Authority, comparing the quarter ending September 2018 against the 3 previous years, and specifically the median rents on bonds lodged over the 3-year period. But equally as interesting, the number of bonds lodged over the period is what I'd encourage you to pay close attention to. You can assume that the number of bonds lodged represents the number of new tenancies entered into in the Cairns region for the quarter reflected. For 2-bedroom units, the median rent has gone from $295 to $300 to now $310 in 2018, being a steady increase year on year. The number of bonds lodged, 826, 731, now to 662 in the current quarter. This represents 164 less bonds lodged in the quarter compared to that on 3 years ago. For 3-bedroom units, the median rent was $380 to $380 to $380 currently, which has stayed firm over the 3 years. However, bonds lodged $445 to $445, but down to $363, which represents 82 less bonds lodged in the same quarter from 2016. For a 3-bedroom home, the median rent was $350, lifting to $360 and finally $380 in the most recent quarter, which shows good levels of growth. And the number of bonds lodged, again 180 down to 139 to 131 in the recent quarter, which represents 49 less bonds lodged in the same quarter. And finally, for a 4-bedroom home, 430, 440 to 450 of recent times, showing good increase in returns, and the number of bonds lodged 467 all the way down to 443. And as per previous examples, the number of bonds lodged compared to that of 2016 are down. The significant decrease in the lodgement of new bonds is a really interesting statistic, and if you consider what sort of real effect that you might result, you might expect a few of the following: less rental properties being available, less investors purchasing rental properties, investors selling rental properties to owner-occupiers, and more tenants staying longer in fixed-term tenancy, so less moving from one tenancy to another, which I feel plays a bigger part than most might recognise. Our vacancy rates are strong, so there isn't any less tenants, but there certainly is less supply. And if this trend continues, then the gradual trend in upwards rents is only going to kick on a bit stronger than what we've seen. The decrease, I believe, reflects the strength in the rental market. However, it might not reflect the same strength in the overall property market or other economic markets for that matter. This is an interesting statistic to ponder, and it's certainly a trend which Rent City is going to monitor closely over the upcoming year. As always, I'd like to thank you for listening, and should you like any further information upon our Cairns property market or our management services, I'd invite you to contact me on my email or number below. I'm Kyle from Rent City, providing specialised property management.